Hey Pisces, this is Lee from Ephemeris Cartomancy, and today we're going to do your weekly love cartoscope for the third week of July. So let's see helpful information, guidance and support for Pisces' love life and emotional body for the third week of July, please. Okay. Some of you might be Aquarius, Pisces, Caspers because we are getting some cards in common. Okay. All right. So, Pisces. First and foremost, I am feeling a lot of Taurus energy, and some Virgo energy as well. I'm feeling Aquarius. I'm feeling Gemini. Aries as well. And that's pretty much it, I think. So, Pisces. You may be single. You may have recently become single, or you feel very much so alone in a connection. You've been in pause mode. You've been pretty much on hold in a way, kind of ignoring things, kind of not reacting, kind of not engaging. There's a sense of keeping things going. There's a sense of day-to-day rut. There's a sense of going through the motions. Every day is like the previous day. Every situation goes the way every other situation went. There's a sense of that. At the same time, as I was shuffling the cards, I kept hearing the word legacy for you. Now, whether you are working on building a legacy, or whether you've built a legacy and now you're sort of going with the flow of that so as to not ruin or in any way change the vibe of that. There's a sense of separation, but not a divorce and not a breakup. There's a sense of two people living together, going through the motions together, but not actually being together. There's been some clarity which has been reached. There's some sense of boundaries which were trespassed upon or which were disrespected. But now there's a balance being reached, and though things feel very separate to me, they're at the same time working somehow. Either you're not expecting anything else from the connection, or you're not looking for much else in connections by and large right now at this point in your life. You are working more on something which involves legacy, something which involves children, something which involves the future and your investment in that future. There's less of a interest or pursuit or preoccupation related to a couple, and more of an interest oriented towards future generations, children, building something which will last, allowing something to last, investing yourself fully, not within your personal life, but rather in your life as a provider, in your life as a parent, as a guide, as a support to someone, and ensuring that kind of a future for a future generation rather than focusing on yourself. This is more of the vibe I would actually expect to get from, say, a grandparent rather than a parent, or, you know, that sense of a vibe. Let's get some more clarifiers here for you. Yeah, see? Grandparent vibe. Helping others, supporting others, kind of sacrificing for others, kind of focusing on someone else's well-being rather than your own. I see. There were also some arguments, there were also some fights about some connection here, someone who was acting immaturely, someone who was acting out, someone who was kind of having a fit or enraging you, and there's a sense of, rather than going there, I would focus on something else and ignore the whole situation. There's no solving it, I'm just gonna ignore it. There's a sense of betrayal, there's a sense of deceit, expectations which someone didn't live up to. Things are going to change in the future. More of a vibe of, I'm gonna have to be careful that I don't make the same mistakes in the future. Okay. For some of you, this is a connection which is either lacking intimacy, or even if the sexual intimacy is there, the emotional intimacy is not. So there is a sense of lacking a true connection, lacking that emotional intimacy rather than physical. Yeah. There's no more love here. There's no more love, there's no more companionship, there's no more emotional connection. This is just going through the motions, living your life, sleeping as you've, how does the saying go? Sleeping in the bed you've made, kind of. There's also a sense of keeping up appearances, not wanting to admit you've made some sort of a wrong choice, not wanting to admit that you've made something of an uninspired choice here. Keeping up appearances. Yeah, strong vibe of that. When it comes to a partnership, you are keeping up appearances. There is no true partnership here. There's no true connection. There's not even a hope of it, so it's that far away. rather focusing on the household, rather focusing on what you need to do in your day-to-day life, and kind of ignoring everything else regarding the connection in itself. You could put an end to this chapter of your life. You could put an end to it. It is going to end one way or another. One way or the other, it is going to end. It may be sooner rather than later if you want to make it happen, or it may be later rather than sooner if you're just gonna go with the flow. But I am seeing this situation somehow changing. I am seeing that. So, Pisces, these were your messages for this week. If the reading resonated with you, please do hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. If you feel you vibe with me, for which I'm very happy, do gently tap the subscribe button and get the notifications on as well, so you'll know what's going on the channel. Thank you for choosing to be part of my soul tribe this week. I hope you will choose to do the same thing next week as well. Until then, I'm sending you much love and light, and we'll be seeing you soon, okay? Bye.